Right, so how many kilos of meat do I currently own? And we're gonna start with pigs because they're my favorite. So as you can see, and as you probably already know, that's 4 of them. And somewhere in the middle of April they will reach around 130 to 140 kilograms, which means they will give out about 50% of their weight in meat. So when they're gonna be processed, which shows up to 70 kilos per each, which is about 280 kilos for all 4 of them. So the next one are geese. And there's 6 here and 6 on the other side of the fence. I have to talk a little bit closer because they're just loud, and each of them after being processed are about 4 kilos or 4.5 kilos times 12, which means about 50 kilos, somewhere in between. So these are Muscovy ducks. They are actually, they're waterfowl. They're not even ducks, but never mind. I've got 20 of those, and they're really super nice because they are variety breed. They will produce eggs during the season, and also they are one of the most meatiest birds. They usually have 3 to 4 kilos after being processed. You can see the difference between that's a small rooster, a big rooster, and a Muscovy duck. The Muscovy duck is a lot more meatier. So I have 20 of those and 3 small chicks. Now those 3 small chicks, I don't know yet if they will develop because it's just before the winter, so I'm not gonna count them in. In this case, 20 times 3, let's say 3 kilos, that's 60 kilos altogether just in ducks. Next ones are chickens. So there's about 50 of them that are for laying eggs, and each of them, when they are being processed, they will give out about 1.5 kilogram of meat. That translates into 75 kilos altogether. Although I am not counting the small chickens, which I have for meat and also for the small eggs. They are here with me since the start, since 6 years ago, and they're one of the best varieties, but sadly they don't give out a lot of meat and not a lot of eggs. So this brings us to the rabbits. In total, I have 12 rabbits. In total, after they are being processed, they will usually put out about 2 kilos or maybe a little bit less of meat. Now that comes up to about realistically 21 kilos of rabbit meat. So with egg-laying chickens, I forgot one of the most important parts. I buy them at 2 months old, and then I have them for 10 months. After 10 months, they start producing eggs slower and slower. Therefore, I change them for a new flock. And that's what's happening right now. And me, my father, and my mother, we process about 6 to 7 of them per day. Hopefully, till the end of next week, we're gonna go through them, because it's a lot of work. Now for the next part, we'll go into my screen recording and we'll do the calculation again in, I'm sorry to disappoint you, in the chat GPT, because it's a lot easier than me drawing some graphs, doing the spreadsheets and so on. So yeah. Okay, we're in chat GPT now. As we see, laying hen 50, 75 kilos, geese 12.54. We have Muscovy ducks, which is 20, comes up to 60 kilos as we said. And then we have pigs 280 and rabbits, which comes up to 22 kilos. Now this will all come together to 490 kilograms of meat. I think that's quite a nice result. Now the next calculation I did is I added up all the meat, the feed costs, the how long will it take to raise the animal to the processing stage, and the purchase price of each animal. And this calculation comes up to a really nice price, which is 3.77 euro per kilogram. Now if we go to the store and store-bought the meat, it would probably be about 10 euros per kilo. Well, it varies on the prices of the animals, but still it's somewhere around 10 euros.